Finally, Warriors Nation, we're talking about a move that makes actual strategic basketball sense. After all the chaos, all the impossible pipe dreams, all the disastrous proposals we've been forced to debate, Giannis, Embiid, Ja Morant, Dalton Connect, Domantas Sabonis, we finally have a target that is realistic, achievable, addresses a genuine need, and doesn't require us to mortgage our entire future or compromise our culture. DeAndre Hunter of the Atlanta Hawks, a 27-year-old, 6 feet 8 inches 3-and-D wing who can defend elite scorers, knock down threes at a respectable rate, and fit seamlessly into Steve Kerr's system. This is the move. This is what smart front offices do. They identify specific needs. They target players who address those needs without breaking the bank, and they execute decisively. And right now, with the Warriors sitting at 7-6, with Andrew Wiggins underperforming dramatically, with our perimeter defense struggling to contain elite wings, DeAndre Hunter is exactly the kind of upgrade we need to salvage this season and maximize Stephen Curry's remaining championship window. Let's establish the facts, the cold reality of where we are. The Golden State Warriors are 7-6, a record that reflects alarming defensive inconsistency and a collapse in production from Andrew Wiggins. According to reports gaining traction over the last 72 hours, the Warriors are actively monitoring the Eastern Conference market, and the priority target to fix the rotation is DeAndre Hunter of the Atlanta Hawks. The Warriors have tried to acquire Hunter in the past, and they see the Hawks' current selling mode as the perfect opportunity to buy low on one of the most underrated perimeter defenders in the league, potentially in a trade that could signal the end of Andrew Wiggins' tenure in Golden State. The need is painfully clear. The Warriors desperately need a reliable 3-and-D wing. Neither Wiggins nor Jonathan Kuminga are delivering that function right now. Wiggins looks disengaged, his numbers have fallen off a cliff, and his defensive intensity has evaporated. Kuminga continues to struggle with decision-making and consistency. We need someone who can guard elite wings, knock down open threes, and play within the system without demanding the ball or creating drama. DeAndre Hunter checks every single one of those boxes. At 27 years old, Hunter is a robust 6 feet 8 inches defender capable of guarding the best opposing wings, something the Warriors have lacked since the departure of Otto Porter Jr. and the decline of Wiggins. He's physical, he's smart, he's disciplined, and he has the size and strength to match up with the Kawhis, the LeBrons, the Tatums of the world. That's invaluable in today's NBA, especially in the Western Conference, where elite wing scorers dominate. The analysis from NBC Sports Bay Area nails it. The Warriors' biggest problem isn't Curry's offense. It's the inability to stop elite Western Conference wings. Hunter is a physical defender who can take on the assignment of guarding names like Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James, allowing Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green to conserve energy. He's a perfect role player for Steve Kerr's system, and his three-point shooting 36 to 38% is exactly the spacing Curry needs. That's the key. Hunter doesn't need the ball. He doesn't need plays run for him. He doesn't need to be a primary option. He thrives in a complementary role, defending hard, spacing the floor, and making smart decisions. That's exactly what we need next to Curry, Butler, and Green. He would seamlessly integrate into our system, provide immediate defensive improvement, and give us the kind of reliable two-way production that championship teams require from their role players. Now let's talk about the cost. Acquiring Hunter won't be cheap, but it's realistic. The Atlanta Hawks are also having a disappointing start to the season and are reportedly reevaluating their core around Trae Young. They may be willing to trade Hunter's hefty contract, approximately $21.6 million annually, for a different asset. The most logical trade package would be a straight swap of problems. The Warriors send Andrew Wiggins, whose $26.2 million salary nearly matches Hunter's, to Atlanta. The Hawks would bet on Wiggins' recovery, while the Warriors receive the more reliable defender in Hunter. This makes sense for both sides. The Hawks get a change of scenery candidate in Wiggins, a former All-Star who might rediscover his form in a new environment with less pressure. The Warriors get a proven, consistent 3-and-D wing who addresses their most glaring need. It's a low-risk, high-reward swap that doesn't gut our roster or compromise our future flexibility. However, there's a counter-argument. An insider suggests that the Hawks may not want another long, expensive contract like Wiggins. The more likely trade would involve the Warriors sending Jonathan Kuminga, the young player the Hawks covet, Kevin Looney to match salaries, and a future first-round pick for Hunter. For the Warriors, the question is, do they give up Kuminga's potential for the certainty of DeAndre Hunter? And here's my strong take on that. Yes, they absolutely should. Kuminga is talented, but he's inconsistent. He makes poor decisions, and he hasn't shown the discipline or basketball IQ to be a reliable contributor on a championship team. We've been waiting for him to break out for years, and it hasn't happened. DeAndre Hunter, on the other hand, is a known quantity. He's proven, he's reliable, he fits our timeline. Trading Kuminga's potential for Hunter's certainty is exactly the kind of move a win-now team should make. We don't have time to wait for Kuminga to figure it out. We need players who can contribute now, and Hunter is that player. The biggest obstacle is Hunter's contract, which extends through 2027. It's a significant financial commitment for a player with an injury history. But here's the reality. We're in a win-now window. The risk of not making a trade and wasting another year of Curry's prime is far greater than the financial risk of Hunter's contract. We can't afford to be paralyzed by fear of long-term commitments when our championship window is open right now. In summary, the DeAndre Hunter rumor is the most logical and necessary move for the Warriors at this moment. The team needs an immediate defensive upgrade, and the Hawks are in a vulnerable position to negotiate. Hunter is realistic, achievable, addresses our biggest need, and doesn't require us to gut the roster or sacrifice our future. Whether it's Wiggins or Kuminga going the other way, this is a trade we should be aggressively pursuing. So, Warriors Nation, this is it. This is a move. Not the flashy headline grabber, not the impossible superstar, but the smart, strategic, championship caliber acquisition that could genuinely save our season. DeAndre Hunter is the 3-and-D wing we desperately need. Mike Dunleavy Jr. needs to make this happen. What do you think, Warriors Nation? Is DeAndre Hunter the right move? Should we trade Wiggins or Kuminga to get him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're ready for the Warriors to make a smart, realistic trade, smash that like button and subscribe for more thoughtful, strategic analysis of your Golden State Warriors. This is the one. Let's make it happen.